Sending in a demo tape, which were cassettes in my day. I know you probably don't know what they are.
I do. I'm 30, mate, but you're really old. But
Yep.
go on. How did you start working for Watford FC?
So I originally started on match days, just welcoming guests. I was a hostess, so stood on gate 15, scanning tickets, showing people to the lounge.
I did some work experience in year 10 of school, so 15, 16 years old I think it was.
Wow.
I was playing at the time, I was playing for Eastleigh in the National League. The family was getting bigger, the travelling was getting longer, and I was starting to see less of the kids.
It was something I always dreamed of doing, but never knew how to, in terms of how to get into it. So my journey is more that I went and worked for a bank, I worked for finance companies, doing credit control and what I would class as boring stuff like that.
Did a week's work experience with the the academy boys, the under-18s, the under-23s.
And what was that like when you was doing that?
Quite daunting, to be fair.
I could imagine it was, yeah.
Quite daunting, yeah.
And then there was an available position within the commercial department, which was a sales position. I had no sales experience.
Nothing at all?
No, I'd just done, in my final year at UCFB, I'd done a sales training course.
There was a couple of jobs that came up that I thought it would be good, not necessarily for me to take the job or to get the job, but just to give myself an opportunity to have an interview and just to see where I was in terms of that process, if I was what I was lacking or what I needed more of.
Occasionally sort of tried to make contact with the odd radio station and sending in a demo tape, which were cassettes in my day. I know you probably don't know what they are.
I do. I'm 30, mate, but you're really old. But go on, no problem.
But yeah, I got a chance, what are we now, 2020, so I got a chance 15 years ago with literally a local community radio station that wanted someone to come in and just do little updates on the phone.
So Paul took me in, the team trained me up, and then sold hospitality advertising for like a year and a half.
Because that's what I was going to ask, like, did you study anything in...
So I studied football business and marketing.
I ran my dad's football club's website, and I did all the match reports there. And then I went on to Hemel Town, who are in the National League South. And then, I moved into Watford.
So
after
always
that.
been interested in football, always been interested in like the digital side of it and all the kind of media and all that kind of stuff, yeah?
I think, every...
Champman addict for sure, yeah?
FIFA.
Oh, it's FIFA, yeah. There you go, see, there you go.
I kind of started taking on overseeing the LED within that role, and then the club kind of restructured, and the sponsorship and partnership account manager position became available.
So how was it when you started then? Like, were you nervous? Did you?
Yeah, really nervous.
Jeez.
Watford v Burnley in 2005, I think, or 2006 was my first game. Literally sat in a press box with a landline, not even a mobile, a landline, and I had to ring the studio to say, there's been a goal. And then they would say, right, we'll ring you back when we're out of this record.
Can I ask, was that paid work or unpaid?
No.
Unpaid?
Unpaid work, yeah.
I went for an interview at Arsenal it was head of goalkeeping, which I knew I was nowhere near ready for a job like that. But because I had history with the club and it's obviously a club close to my heart, it was kind of a dream job, knowing full well that I wasn't going to get it, but I just wanted to know where I was in terms of what I needed. So for an experience, that was brilliant. And then off the back of that, Watford found out that I was actively looking for a coach's role, which I would kind of, I suppose I was in effect, but then I was offered the job here.
I did the Hemel stuff when I was 15.
Decent.
I went straight in there.
Very decent.
Started interviewing players and managers at 15.
Nice, mate, nice.
Quite scary, but no.
It's a good way of doing it though, kind of like throwing you in at the deep end early doors so you know what to expect and know what it is. Because it's a weird, unless you're in it, it's a weird environment, isn't it, the football world? Like, it's very insular and you don't see too much of the going-ons and stuff, do you? You only get to see what the club want you to see, don't you?
It's great to come in at that lower level as well, because there wasn't any media officers there, so you had to go straight out, go and find the manager, hunt him down. After a 2-3-0 defeat.
Oh, the best.
I still need to get my stuff for the National League paper. I still need to put it out. I've got a deadline.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because as players, we never think you'll ever have to do an interviewing process there. It's just something we're not used to as footballers. And especially for me, I want to go into coaching and stuff, and you think about how will your teams play or doing your badges, but you never actually think of sitting down and having to do an interview for someone there.
So literally gone from an unpaid internship essentially to building your profile, to
throwing your CD in it, and people will be going, what's a CD? Throwing your CD in somewhere and then working for BBC, as you say.
I think every little kid like wants to play football, but then when they realise they can't, they want to be involved in it still.
Just
as
weren't
well.
good enough, were you, mate? Next best thing though, mate. This is sweet. This
I
is
mean,
like
it is, isn't it? You get to go, we got to go and watch Premier League football for 5 years.
Yeah,
and
true that.
Yeah, no, so it's brilliant. It's been brilliant.